Hey everybody, my name is Concepcion. I'm a photographer, educator, and the author of The Enthusiast Guide to Lightroom, 55 Photographic Principles You Need to Know. This series is designed to give you tips and techniques that are going to make your work better and make you work faster inside of Lightroom. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about collections and collection sets. It's the best organizational structure that you can have inside of Lightroom. So a lot of people kind of don't really understand how to be able to work it and how it could make sense for you. I figure, let's go ahead and take it from the top. So here I have a whole bunch of pictures of my daughter Sabine. I know, I use her a lot for all the different things that I do. But just random pictures of her during Christmas, random pictures of her sitting here. So my collection gets pretty big with different types of pictures of Sabine. However, what if I wanted to search for individual types of pictures of an individual event? The best way for me to be able to do that would be to create a collection. Now, you'll notice that you have a section here on the left-hand side called Collections, and let's say that I wanted to save all of these pictures that I have here as a collection. So I'm going to shift-click all of these guys here. I'm going to click on the plus sign here, and I'm going to select Create Collection. I'll go ahead and I'll call this Sabine at Christmas. And notice that I have an option to select Include Selected Photos. I'll click on Create, and all of those pictures have been thrown there. Now, that's a good thing, but that's no different than folders, really. I mean, really, you could just go to the folder, right? If I look right here and I do a right click and I go to folder and library, I already have them in a folder called Sabine Christmas Tree. So why would I want to do a collection if I already have a folder? Well, the good thing about a collection is that if you had these pictures in a folder, and let's say that you wanted to keep a folder called, or an album called Best Christmas Memories, right? You would have to then take this picture that we have here, and it sits in the Sabine's Christmas, but then I would also have to put it in the Best Christmas Memories folder. Now you'd have two files in two different places. What if you wanted to create another album that's called Funny Hats? Well, then you would have three different folders with three different files. That's going to take up a lot of space. Even worse, what happens when you start changing one of those files, right? You'd have to inform all of the other folders or replace all of the files in those other folders. That's where folders are great for storing information, but not necessarily for organizing information. Whereas if I'm in a collection, I'm going to click on the plus sign here, and I'm going to create a collection, and I'm going to call this Funny Hats. And let's take that picture. Notice that it's inside of there. And now I'm going to make one more collection, and I'm going to call it Best of Christmas. And I'll put that picture in there as well. So now I have this picture here in the Sabine at Christmas, I have it in the Funny Hats, and I have it in the Best of Christmas section. 3 locations, but Lightroom is only referencing one photo. That's very powerful because it's very economical in terms of space. It gets even better though. Imagine if I go over to the Develop module, and inside of the Develop module, I notice that it's a little warm here. So I'm going to click on my eyedropper, and I'm going to click and just link that. Well, that's probably a little too cold now. I'll just bring it up just a tiny bit. Now, I've made that change in the Best of Christmas folder, right? But will those changes automatically cascade to all of the other ones? Absolutely. Notice that in Funny Hats, that change has been made. Sabine at Christmas, that change has been made. So that is a very powerful component about collections in that you can create organizational structures and you don't have to create duplicate files. There are different ways though, because if you want to have duplicate files, you could do that as well through the concept of virtual copies, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. I hope you find this information useful. If you want to take a look at more tips on this kind of stuff, make sure that you go to rockynook.com and take a look at my new book, The Enthusiast Guide to Lightroom. I'm guaranteeing you're going to learn quite a bit. My name's RC, thanks for watching.